Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Jace, aka Skizzy. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a mini tutorial on how to build a redstone switching water elevator. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. As always, the material list for this elevator will be down in the description. Go ahead, check that out if you guys want to see the materials that you're going to need and the exact quantities. Let's go ahead and we need to build out this formation right here, one block up, just because in this world I need some room down below. So if you guys are in the actual world, you know, building down or something, you should have some room. Let's go ahead and place the soul sand there with the magma block there. And the reason that is because this is where our water is going to go. We need to put down some pistons, so we'll put a piston here, and we're going to skip a block and put the other piston right there. We're going to do some redstone now, so we need to actually kind of build up some of these walls. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. So the redstone for this is actually extremely simple. We're going to place a button right there on the side of the soul sand, and in the back we are going to place down 2 redstone right there. We need a block right here with a torch on it and then a redstone dust on top. Let's actually move this button over here, and that should extend that guy just like that. And basically what's going to happen if we had this extended, so at the top, what's going to happen, a redstone signal is going to come down and push this block in front when we are coming down, because obviously the magma block is going to suck us down below. And then over here, once we are down below and we want to go back up, we want the soul sand in place. We are going to basically we'll be at this level right here, and you won't really see all that stuff. So we'll be standing right here, and we want the soul sand to come out. What we're going to do, click that button, and the soul sand instantly comes, and we can just go straight up. So now we need to actually go ahead and set up the redstone that is going to be powering this guy once we're at top. So let's go ahead and do that. Now for the redstone that is going to be connecting the top down to this piston right here, we are first going to place a block next to the piston with a redstone dust on top, and we are going to kind of build this spiral redstone torch signal down. And basically how it's going to work, you have this block here, you're going to go up 2 and over 1, and going in on the inside you're going to place a redstone torch. So if we do that, we can come up here right there and over 1, and the way you know this works is if this guy is powered by the one above it, and then we'll place down redstone there. We can come up, that was a unintentional clock there, right there, and we're just going to keep doing the exact same thing. I think that's kind of a weird clock. All right, and we're just going to do this up until we go a few more. So I'm going to build this up a little bit more, and then we can go ahead and build the top platform. So we have now connected the top down to this piston right here. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little test and then show you guys just exactly how it looks. So let's say we are at the bottom, and we flip this guy on, which is going to get the soul sand here. We're going to go up to this top level, and once we're here, we want to go back down. So let's go ahead and click that, and you guys saw that the soul sand switched to magma blocks. The way this works is basically you're just going to build up this exact thing, like I said, just kind of back and forth, the same pattern like so, and then end it off with this just a redstone dust on this block right here. And however tall you want to build this, you're just going to place the button 1 block behind the redstone just like that, and it'll send down a signal. So click not that, if we click it, you guys saw that the signal just kind of went down really quick, and that's going to power that piston down there. So that's how we are going to connect those up. We now need to start working on the redstone up top. For the redstone up top, this is completely optional. You don't necessarily need to do this to get a working elevator that switches, but what we are going to do, just place in a sticky piston 1 behind the first back column right there, the very top block, on the second block right there, and on the third block up and over 1, we are going to place in some tripwires with a string in the middle that is going to power that. So if we hit that guy, it's going to give out a redstone signal. Now what we are going to do, take the redstone signal out of that guy, and we are going to come around and go directly into this piston right here, just like that. You can make it a little bit more condensed if you use a repeater, but let's do that. As you guys can see, as I click that, it is going to push us out. So if we were coming up the water like so, it would push us out onto this floor instead of us just kind of bouncing up and down in the water. We can kind of cover this up a little bit by, you know, just placing some blocks around and all that stuff, and you can make it look a lot better just like this. And even adding this stuff on top would make it look a lot more flush just like that. And now we can actually place in some of the water. Down below, I went ahead and blocked off the front of the elevator so that water won't come spewing out. I took it out one block, and basically, instead of having this block right here with the button right there that would trigger that soul sand, what I did is just placed in a redstone and basically just extended that redstone with the button there. And if we go ahead and click this guy up here, it should switch to magma, yes. And if we go ahead and click this button right here, it should switch to soul sand. So now what we can do, place in some signs right here so that water doesn't come out. Up top, let's go ahead and do the exact same thing. And you can actually, you know, like I said, you can switch the buttons for the top. I'm going to leave that one right there. Just you can leave it there, or you could actually extend it out. And the way you do that is just add a redstone block or redstone dust block right there. Now let's go ahead and place in some of the water. We're going to place, we have to place in water source blocks all up and down here. So either grab a bunch of buckets of water and place them on every single block, or you could use kelp or something like that. All right, so we kind of glitched into that. All right, there we go. So now we have all the water in place. Now that we're in survival mode, let's go ahead and test this out. What would happen if this was magma block? We would click that button and it would switch over to soul sand. We would hop in here and we would get pushed out by this guy up here. Make sure that you don't have a block here. Earlier I placed a block here, but you're gonna want it 3 tall so that this can actually push you out without it damaging you or, you know, glitching out or anything. So now that it is magma, or actually now that it is soul sand and we want to go down, we can flip that guy and you should see the bubbles switch and they should start going down. So shift click down so that you don't take damage like that. And now that it is a magma block, we can flip this button again into soul sand and we can instantly go back up and get pushed out just like this. And now we're at the 2nd level. So now this is a completely working water elevator that switches with redstone and is super nice and pretty compact. I'm definitely going to take some damage here. But if we look at this, it's pretty decently compact for an elevator or for a technical redstone elevator. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to join the Heyyo Squad, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.